Hello everybody, welcome back to another Expeditions Guide. Today we're taking a look at Lost Art. This is a contract in the Dormant Volcano. For this contract you don't need any special equipment or anything like that, so we're going to be using the Scout 800 with a set of anchors, and let me show you what we're going to be doing. So we have to go to two objectives. The order you do these doesn't really matter that much, but I found it easier to do this right one first and then head over to the left side. So basically we're going to leave the base, go through the forest, down across the river, and get to our first location, which is the ancient stones with the engravings. Then we're going to follow this path back, cut through the forest over here, and then follow the river up here, up and over the hill, and over to the lake to grab a picture. So that is what we're going to be doing. Let me show you how it's going to be done. So the first thing we're going to be doing is from the eastern outpost, we're going to head out east. And we're going to start off by just making our way around these rocks. And once we make it around these rocks, we're going to head up the hill here. And head up by these trees. And we're just going to continue making our way up the hill here. And then we're going to make our way over to this cluster of trees. And we're going to go around the outside of these trees here. And we're going to keep it nice and tight. Go around this corner. And we're going to head down into this little divot. And we're going to head up the other side. Watching out, you don't want to fall off the cliff here. But then we're going to follow this path down and around here by these rocks. And then from here, we're going to follow this, it's sort of like a clearing through the forest here. And we're just going to follow this to the north. We'll do our best to go around these trees. There we go. Hopefully they break for you. That makes it so much easier when the trees just break. Like that. Just kind of make our way over them. You do got to be careful. There are a lot of bumps and dips in the terrain here. That are kind of concealed by the brush. So just kind of don't go speeding through here. But you can move through here pretty quick. You just want to kind of watch out for those bumps that can kind of upset the stability of your truck. So we're going to go ahead and make our way down through here, over these rocks. We're going to kind of slow up a little bit, so kind of navigate over the rocks. And we're just going to continue to navigate over the rocks here. And once we're over the rocks, we're going to go ahead and make our way down over to the river. So from here, we want to go down this left side by this tree. It's kind of a tight squeeze to get through there. Oh, hold on. Saved by the winch there. That was a nasty bump. So now we're going to go down through the dried river just a little bit here. And over here we're going to use this climb to get up top. Now this is very steep here. I'm going to try to get up here with just low gear and diff lock, but we're going to have to probably grab these trees a little bit just to make sure you're pointed in the right direction and just kind of help pull you over some of these loose rocks. There are plenty of trees up here, which is definitely handy. Alright, once we make it up the hill, we're going to make our way over to our objective. From here, it's pretty straightforward. It's more of that flat, bumpy ground here. And flat and bumpy is kind of contradictory with each other. There's an airdrop over here. Let's go sneak by. Check this out. Oh, we got an extra set of anchors. That's always handy. And we got plenty of fuel. We don't need to worry about fuel. So, just going to make our way down through here. And here's our first objective location. So we're going to go ahead and investigate these ancient stones. Got some cool looking engravings on the stones. Real quick, before we take off for the next objective, I want to show you guys something real cool if you haven't seen this yet. And that's implied by this cool. Mysterious vibes in this place arouse curiosity. The stones are filled with strange energy at nighttime. So real quick, I want to go ahead and show you guys what these rocks look like in the nighttime. Where is it? Evening. There we go. So you can see at nighttime, all these rocks, they like glow and stuff. And there's a lot of fireflies here. I just wanted to show you that because I think it's cool. So, alright, moving on to the next objective. And there's lots of rocks like that in the Carpathians that kind of have that glowing effect to them at nighttime, which is really cool. I just figured I'd point that out to you. I do all my guide runs in the daytime, so there's a little bit more visibility. You can see exactly where we're heading and where we're going, and hazards that are coming up on the road are just a lot easier to see and point out to you guys here in the daytime. But there are definitely some cool things about these maps at nighttime, so you know, give some of these maps a cruise at night. You might find some cool surprises that you never saw before. So, on that note, we're going to follow our path backwards. We've got to get back up onto the hill on the other side. So we're just going to kind of roll down these rocks here. Use this tree. Pull this up over here. As we just kind of make our way down these rocks here. And then we're going to go up here the same way we got down. We're going to head all the way down to that cliff edge and go up by that tree. Did I accidentally hit the ignition button? I did. So I'm going to use this tree just to kind of give us a little bit more grip. Let's climb up here. Grab this tree, and that should pull us up the rest of the way. There we go. Alright, so now we're heading on to new territory, new adventures. Let's get going. So we're going to climb back over these rocks. And once we get over these rocks, we're going to head up the right side. Instead of heading back to the left to take us back to the outpost, we're going to head up the right side. And this is going to give us a quick little shortcut over to the lake that we'll be able to use. So, again, you want to be careful. See all these bumps here. I kind of had to do a little counter steer there. Just be careful going over these bumps. That's really the main hazard on this pathway here. A couple of rocks here. Just gonna kind of make our way over these bumps. We're going to go down to the far side here to go around these rocks. Cut through the trees here. Alright, once we get over here, we're going to head to the right. Now, normally when we're coming up here, we're all the way down there. So we're just going to use this little shortcut on the upper side of the hill here to reconnect with the path we usually take coming from the outpost to get to this portion of the map. And that is going to reconnect right here. We're going to climb over these rocks. We're going to go around these rocks. And then we're going to make our way down to the little mud pit down here. And then once we get through the mud pit, we're going to head up to the left here. Alright, now we're going to follow the path down over to the lake. And once we get down to the water here, we're going to just follow the shoreline across. Alright, from here we're going to just cut through the trees. We're going to make our way over towards where the river is at. Just a little reference point of where we're at right here. So we're going to go right along this river and make our way up to the photo location. So we're going to get down here into another little mud pit. We're going to just stay right on the edge of the mud pit here. We're going to follow this up. And then right here, we're just going to follow the river. But we're going to follow it from up here on the cliff edge. And we're just going to make our way through this clearing here. So we want to get to the other side of this mountain to our right here. So we're going to go all the way down and come across it on the north side. Alright, once we get over here, we're going to go across these rocks here. Now this crack in the ground is kind of sketchy looking, but it's really not that bad to cross. You can cross right there. Go around these clusters of trees. And then we got one more hill to climb over with some rocks. And then we're going to climb over these rocks and just make our way down here. And from here, we're just going to follow the perimeter of the lake over to our scan point. And now we're going to go ahead and scan the lake. You can see more stone carvings here. And there you have it. Stones are arranged as if they were deliberately placed here. Mysterious images are engraved on their surface. And there you have it. That is Lost Art complete, and this unlocks the tow truck base module. I haven't done any testing with this module yet, but I believe it allows you to have an extra free recovery while you're out on your expeditions. So it's definitely a good building to have built in your outpost if you're going to be doing a lot of recovering. So anyway, that's enough for now. Hope you guys enjoyed the guide. Let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye!